nerderotic.com.
Greetings, friends, patrons, country men and women. Welcome to the Super Chat Square Up and the Toxic Mail Bag. I just got finished with a members only stream, worked on my taxes a little bit. Very exciting, sexy work that I'm sure you all want to hear about. But instead, let's square up some super chats. And who do we have in the Father Christopher Miller, you're back. Easy does it. Cracklin, you're back. Mutated Genome, Rhino's Youth, Echo Watt, and Darkstar 76. And to answer your question, if you accidentally get unsubbed and resubbed, it does not affect your membership, as far as I know. I don't think you have to be a sub to be a member. I think you asked that in the super chats, which we're going to get to right now. Hi, everybody. And then I'll get to you guys, and then we're going to read some letters. I got a lot of letters here, so we're going to get to a few of them. And I hope, yeah. Yes, you are back. Hello. Okay, so let's get right to it. I had to heat up my coffee real quick because they put my sticker right on the lid. I gotta tell you, the kids at Pete's are some of the nicest kids in the world. They always have my stuff ready. They watch the show. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. We don't need my headphones in. Hang on. Don't need to have my headphones in that I can hear. They're crappy headphones. They only one side works. All right, so we'll start with Darkstar 76, who's here for $5. I'm sorry you had to pay $5 for this, Darkstar. I just got hit by the unsub bug during the stream. What the hell? I resubbed. What? Yeah, what the hell? I'm actually going to talk to YouTube about that. We'll see how good it, does. But do I lose my membership time? No, I don't think so. But I will ask that. That sucks, Darkstar. I saw that. He says, I didn't get the notification for the membership only. I will look into that, Darkstar, because that would really suck if they're unsubbing people and it's affecting memberships. That I have a problem with. I appreciate your support. You are awesome. And thank you. Mr. How do you say this, guys? Mr. Sophocles. That's like Mr. Snuffleupagus. Pissed that all these Spidey movie reboots are still no Black Cat. Oh my God, I could not agree with you more. There were some of my favorite comics. Name your actress that should play her. Ooh my God, the Black Cat. Ooh. I'm so terrible at actress names these days because they have to be Black Cat. It has to be Margot Robbie-ish, but not Margot Robbie. But Margot Robbie would probably be a pretty damn good Black Cat. I know she's already Harley Quinn. But let me get back to you on that one because I'm so terrible with actress names. But I'll think of somebody. I will think of somebody. Who would be a good Black Cat, chat? What do you think? Krista Joe for $4.99. Do you think, and by the way, on Friday Night Tights, we were talking about all the Spider-Man reboots, and I'm fine with reboots and recasting. just continue with the story. I am over origin stories. I don't need to see Uncle Ben die again. I don't need to see the Waynes die again. I want what we haven't seen truly is an established Batman with an established rogues gallery of villains. We always got to show the villain's origin. You know what? Flashback. Just give us a flashback. We don't need everything explained. You can do it. You know what? With streaming services nowadays, what they need to start doing is you make a movie and kind of borrow from J.J. Abrams, but don't make freaking comics. Put half-hour episodes on your streaming services that are lead-ups to the movie. Like, give me a half-hour origin for the Riddler on HBO Max, and then I'll watch a Batman movie. That way, people will subscribe to your streaming service and watch your movie and have it, you know, you don't have to have the same director and it can be filmed like a TV show. People would be fine with that. I would be fine with that. That's what I thought we were going to get when Disney bought Marvel. We would get TV shows leading into movies, and we kind of got that with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2 leading into Captain America Winter Soldier, which was cool. Krista Joe for $4.99. Do you think Daniel Craig's allowing 007 to go woke so it benefits him? With woke 007, he could either walk or be asked to continue and get more money. Yes, I think follow ego and money in that order with any actor, with any creative, with any repurposer. And I'm also going to talk about the Fandom Menace a little bit, the Fandom Menace movement, fandom movements, and how that won't go away, how this culture has always been around and will always be around. Their names will change, hashtags will come and go. The Fandom Menace isn't something that's going to last forever. I'm pretty sure that hashtag will eventually, that name will change, or we'll just continue going about our merry way and use different hashtags. But as far as the Fandom Menace movement is concerned, I'll address that when I'm done with the Super Chat square up, because I've heard things that are just erroneous. Dreary Nitpicker for $4.99. Hail Gary and group. I just wanted to say thank you to Drunk for donating to my GoFundMe last year when I lost my house. That meant a lot to me. Dreary Nitpicker. I know what you have gone through, and I got a very nice letter from Dreary Nitpicker, and the situation he was in was awful, and it was my absolute pleasure to help you get your mind off of that even if it's momentarily. That's what escapism is for, and quite frankly, people are going to YouTube for it because they can't get it from the regular entertainment. I am so sorry what happened to you, and you're a brave soul for, you know, making the best of a situation, and I know it's still screwed up. And I just want to say I'm thinking about you and thank you for the kind words. It's the very least I could do. Nobody. Futurama episode 1. Fry. What if I refuse? Layla. You'll be fired. Fry. Cutting in. Fine. Layla. Out of a cannon into the sun. That's funny. Yes. I love Futurama. Drake is, thank you for the $5, some nobody. Drake is 6 for $2. Ask Peaches if he'll tell Anna's. Ask Peaches, he will tell Anna's all woman. Anna is all woman. She's a little short version of it, but she's all woman. We love Anna. So last night's episode, if you weren't listening, Anna was in her studio, which is detached from her house. And she thought her dog or cat was laying next to her feet, and it was actually a raccoon. Live on the air. I hope somebody isolated that sound. It was hilarious. Anna, you know, I like Anna. She's good people. She's really cool. Captain Spire for $5. Daily public service announcement. If you guys were just more positive, it would make all the horrid writing, ruined canon, insults to core fans, and bullshit plot just fine. I'm going to repeat that because that is one of the best super chats I've ever fucking read. Daily PSA. If you guys were just more positive, being fans, it would make all of the horrid writing, ruined canon, insults to core fans, and bullshit plot just fine. It's our fault. And that is the thesis of my next video. I think it's been the thesis of every single video I've done. We are in for a new round of fan blaming, and we're starting to get it from other fans. And while I'm not going to mention YouTubers by name in my video, I am going to call them out. The fact of the matter is, I would love to be more positive, and I am to some stuff I like. But it's never going to be a 100% positive channel because life isn't 100% positive. There's good and bad. And even if the culture war ends tomorrow, I'll still be criticizing films and mainly television shows. And I will be criticizing them harshly. I will be criticizing them as fair as I can. And I will be praising them equally if they are good. I think I've done a lot. I think I've made or helped make some Orville fans. I've helped turn people onto it. The show makes the fan. Okay, I don't. Let me make that clear. I don't make the fan. I just go, hey, here's a show you might like, and then people like it. And you know, you guys do the same for me. You turn me on to more stuff than I turn you on to. So it's really cool. I like it. It's reciprocal, you know, it's reciprocal. Adam Wolford for $5. What about the guys that did Stargate SG-1 series to do Star Trek? I would take them in a hot minute. In a hot minute. They would probably, well, I know they would do a better job. Star Trek Discovery is, I can't see this, the rest of this name. Star Trek Discovery is better than, it's probably the Orville or something like that. It says hashtag cancel the leader of the Fandom menace. How dare you want to cancel Cecil? That is awful. Why would you want to cancel Cecil? I don't know what that name is, and I can't. I'm sure it says something like Star Trek Discovery is better than the Orville, which is okay. I mean, if you want to publicly be as wrong as you want to be, that is fine. That is fine. Ian Singh for $2 Canadian. You are all beautiful and amazing human beings. Ian, you are as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That is nice. Vecna 71 for Australian $2, but no comment. Just $2. $2. Citizen 7 for $5. I just watched Drunk 3PO Sonic video. I'm waiting to accept my free hand job now. Well, I'll pass that on to Drunk. I think we need to find out if he's right-handed or left-handed, but I'm sure he'll oblige. Orville Nation for $5. The wonderful PJ from Orville Nation. Copacabana Picard was hysterical. Patrick Stewart paying tribute to Drunk 3PO, right? Absolutely. Vecna 71 for 14 Australian dollars. Do you guys have phone numbers, phone chats? If everybody just gave $1, we might be able to power Anna again. I love your mind. And it says TSWG. What is TSWG? Chat, do you know what TSWG is? Yeah, Darkstar, Anna does rock. Anna absolutely does rock. Will Gentry for £5. I was worried for a sec, then I'm so glad you're okay and everything, Anna. But that was maybe the funniest thing I've ever witnessed. Yeah, that was pretty funny, Will. That was hilarious. All of a sudden, she's like squeaking and making weird noises. We were worried too. Nerdy Biz Guy for $4.99. Nerdrotic and DDA Cobra, please forward the audio to the other Jack Show members. Yes, we will. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'll isolate the audio and get it to Cecil. I'm sure he'll know what to do with it. Because honestly, that was a Jack Show moment on Friday Night Tights. Thank you, Nerdy Biz Guy. Nephilim 82 for $9.99. Am I the only person excited about Altered Carbon Season 2 debuting in 2 weeks? No, you're not, Nephilim 82, because I'm excited too, and I will be reviewing it. Tonight, everybody in the chat, by the way, this beautiful, wonderful chat that you're seeing, to my left or your right or your right or your left, whatever you're seeing it in, because I can't tell. It's actually my right now. Is members of my Patreon. And I record this on my Patreon before I make it public. Actually, this won't be public till the next day, guys and gals. So, yeah, you'll be able to enjoy this on Patreon only for about 24 hours. Vecna 71 gives a little, it says, keep it up. A little keep it up emoji thing, which is cool. You can kind of see it there. Code Monkey says $7. My donation for Raccoon Away for Anna. We'll make sure it goes right next to the shark repellent. Code Monkey. Viking Insane for $2. How long before the woke left ruins Back to the Future? Not as long as Robert Zemeckis is alive. I don't think he's going to let anybody touch that, but I think he has some control over the rights. That's why it hasn't been effed with. I'm surprised. Believe me, here is the plot for Back to the Future remake. Young person of color, female, finds the DeLorean, and we find out that Doc Brown's daughter made a better one that travels more accurately in time. And they just go and fix all of Doc Brown's mistake and Marty's mistakes. So, yeah. So, two younger women go and fix the male's mistakes. Did I just predict Back to the Future? They'll call it Correcting the Future. Or Revisionist History, the film. Eric K. Jeremy, you spent a long time being away staring at your Twilight poster. He wasn't he? He was just staring at Robert Pattinson going, he's so sexy. He's so sexy. Eric K. for $5 more. New Batman guy known to be stinky 6 and 165 pounds. Just kidding with Jeremy. He talks about the guy like he's so in love. He really does. He really does. Almost as much as he talks about drunk 3PO. And hey, we're not judging Jeremy. Lifestyle choices are lifestyle choices. And we, here at Nerdrotic, or anybody who likes to use the hashtag, the Fandom Menace, or any other hashtag, we don't judge you for who you like or what you like or where you want to stick your Johnson. We just don't want to constantly hear it like, hi, my name is Gary. Would you like to know where I stick my penis? I mean, that's nobody cares. Nobody cares. Bob Sabo for $10. Thanks for the shout out, Jeremy. Amazing stream tonight, everyone. Thank you. That was a very good show last night, if I do say so myself. The live stream on Geeks and Gamers, which I'll link here, and the last one, good chemistry. Chemistry is important. And Robert Meyer Burnett is amazing. He was on the first 2 hours of the stream. He is great. Lethal Lightning was funny, had one of the best exits of a live stream of all time. And Drunk 3PO and Anna. So thank you, Bob. Thank you for the kind words and the $10. Felipe Abrigo for 5,000 Chilean dollars or pesos or shekels. I don't know. Oh my God. They have to be kidding me. Gary, the captain of the horrible ship, is a Chilean dude. That part when they talk nonsense in Spanish, that is Chilean. Oh my God. This is what's Wowens? I don't know what the Wowens are really pissing me off. Something is pissing me off. Oh, Felipe, I don't want you to be pissed off. Picard is, it's not pissing me off as much as Star Trek Discovery. But I think it will by the end because it's really getting worse. Let's get to Skell 1701. $2 Australian dollars. Super chat wouldn't let me say Kurtzman. Ha! Why not? That's weird. That's really weird. So you had to spell it like that. Ugh. Thank you for the $2 Jeffrey Riley for $5. Best Batman moment ever is Keaton waiting for the bat signal in the dark in Batman Returns. 100% perfect what Bruce Wayne Batman is. Yes, that was cool. I love that scene and the music and everything. Brian Snell for $2. How about Batman versus Azrael or Batman versus KG Beast? Something besides Batman just starting as a youngster and his parents are just killed and we get to see him. We get to see the beginnings of a Batcave, but we never see like a full-on Batcave. We saw it in Batman v Superman, but it still wasn't the same. Russell Hall for $20. Is it too late for Nicolas Cage Superman? Yes. Superman versus a swarm of killer bees. Does the Fandom Menace have the clout to get the petition signed to make this happen? I feel like Netflix would buy it. Well, I think Netflix would buy anything. My script for an oppressed one-legged Filipino soccer player is out there right now, fighting the patriarchy. I'm hoping it gets picked up. I'm hoping it gets picked up. It's called One Leg Up. Matt G for $2. What kind of sandwiches do you make, Anna? Well, wow, that sounds like a personal question, Matt. I like to make, well, I don't know what you would call them. I make club sandwiches. So I like putting a lot of stuff on my sandwiches. Mrs. Nerdrotic is quite good at a sandwich too. But I like my sandwiches on, I like really like, sourdough bread, right? Sourdough bread, lightly toasted, bacon, turkey, avocado. Got to have avocado and everything. There was a whole thing on this channel before it blew up. There was these pop-up places here in San Francisco that served avocado toast. It was like the ultimate hipster stuff, but I actually like avocado toast. It's like really good. But yeah, those little lettuce. I don't like tomatoes, but I like chopping olives, little pepper. God, I'm hungry now. My son's making lasagna right now, which is good. I mean, the one good thing about having my oldest kid still living with me is he went to culinary school. So it's like having an in-house chef. So Nerdrotic the Tall, that's my oldest son. He's as tall as Jeff from World Class Bullshitters. He's very, very tall. Progasmic is the final super chat from Friday Night Tides. Says, love you guys. The Orville is amazing. See, the Orville is amazing. If you don't like the Orville, it's just because you don't like our stance, our being those of us who criticize it against Star Trek Discovery, which makes you petty beyond belief. And I would feel sorry for anybody who has to interact with you on a daily basis. I can't imagine what you'd be like at work if you have a job. If you are that petty where one person doesn't like a TV show, so I'm not going to not only not like that person, I'm going to not like the TV show that person likes because that person doesn't like a TV show. Because what you're doing, and I'm talking to the person who likes Star Trek Discovery, is you think I don't like you because you like a TV show. I don't know you. I don't care what you like or what you don't like. We could certainly find common ground, but if you're the kind of person that judges people based on what television shows they like, I can't imagine what you're like with politics or religion. It's not very balanced. You don't hear me insulting people for liking Star Trek Discovery. I question your taste on one particular TV show, but you know what? You probably like a lot of things I like. So that's why I don't talk about other YouTubers. I don't make videos about people who like Star Trek Discovery. Oh, it's low-hanging fruit. I certainly could. It would be pretty easy. As a matter of fact, I could dedicate this entire channel because I'm very good at a couple things. And I'm pretty decent at editing and picking out audio sound bites that could make the person look horrible and foolish, but I wouldn't do that because I'm not mean. I'm not vindictive. I wouldn't want to embarrass another individual fan because this is about fandom. So when other YouTubers want to make videos about people who don't like TV shows or this weird warped perception that we, the fans, are hurting fandom. No, this is fandom. This is what fandom has been. Now, you might be new to fandom, so this might be jarring to you. I would just say, hang around a while. You know what? Go out and meet more people. Fandom has never been this kumbaya place where we all get together and we exchange our positive ideas about the show we like. No, the people who agree on a show will get together and debate and argue about things within the show they like. That's fandom. That's human nature. It's called discourse. And you know what? Sometimes so and so will convince the other person with this exchange of ideas. But sometimes it gets a little salty. Sometimes it gets fun. A lot of what dudes do is give each other shit all the time. And that's how we interact. It's sarcasm. It's fun. And it's the byproduct of an affluent society, and we should enjoy it, and we should be thankful that we have it. Now, if you're in fandom and arguing over a television show becomes too much for you, maybe fandom is too much for you. I mean, don't participate, but don't expect fandom to change for you. I don't expect it to change. I just speak my mind. I don't ever think I'm going to change Alex Kurtzman's mind about Star Trek. Ever. I will voice my opinion, and if CBS listens and changes their ways, that's cool. I don't necessarily want Alex Kurtzman to be out of work. I just want him to be off Star Trek. But I don't think I have any influence over that whatsoever. I am just getting it off my chest, and I walk away. That's it. That's what fandom does. What do you think political radio has been for decades? What do you think? How do you think Rush Limbaugh made $1 billion? How do you think Howard Stern made his $1 billion? I think it's $1 billion at this point. Hundreds of millions, we'll say. Rush Limbaugh and Howard Stern made hundreds of millions. Opie and Anthony, every morning radio show, every sports radio. What the hell do you think sports radio? Is that all kumbaya? Jim Rome, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Jim Rome. That was somebody I listened to for an entire decade, probably one of my biggest influences. When he's not interviewing athletes because it's boring as shit, he used to run a thing called Running Smack. That's what he did. People love to listen to this shit. And I love to listen to this. And that's what it's all about. And the thing is, we have other fandoms making videos about individuals thinking they're going to fix fandom. That is some hubris. I would love to see that. Fandom doesn't need to be fixed. This is fandom. There's nothing broken here. There's nothing broken. There's a split, and that's because of the creative side or the repurposed side, and it's a political split. It's a political split. And that will eventually go away because one side or the other will get tired of it and walk away, or they fix it. One of those two things happens. But once that's done, there's still going to be bickering fans. There's going to be people who hate. I mean, you hear it with the Robert Pattinson Batman. What do you see? Nobody's arguing about politics. They're like, I'm okay with the guns in his chest. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's fucking sparkly Batman. I love. Here's the deal. Batman fans, be prepared to take on the Twilight Mafia, because the Twilight Mafia is going to become Batman fans. And that was what was behind Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson might think he took this role to separate himself from Twilight. They hired him so he would bring in the Twilight people. So he might not be in on that decision, or he might not have figured out, or he might just be ignoring it. Or maybe they think it's a win-win. He can separate himself from Twilight while still taking advantage of the Twilight fan base, which is massive and it's part of what led to the Raylos. Raylos, that is an evolution of the Twilight fandom. I mean, I know a lot about fandom. I do. I don't know a lot about much, and it's not the most useful knowledge in the world until you YouTube for a little while. But yeah, I was a student of fandom. It was part of my job. It's part of my job now, and I look into it. I research stuff. I spend when I'm not making a video, I am researching audio clips, listening to interviews, reading old interviews from 10 years ago. I try to do my homework as much as I can. And it's part of the process of how I record a video. So I don't write anything. So I do segments. So I'll talk for about 5 minutes and I'll spout off and then I'll listen to it. And I'm like, well, I got to fact check what I just said. And I go back and fact check it. If it's wrong, I re-record. If it's right, I stick with it. And then that's when I pop an article up when I refer to something, because I try to show you guys what I'm referring to. That it's not just completely pulled out of my ass. It's something I've heard before or heard somebody say before. So let me give you an example of a fandom that evolves and morphs and moves into other fandoms. It's very easy to figure out. We'll start out with Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings got a lot of people into fantasy. Lord of the Rings came out right around the same time as Harry Potter. So Lord of the Rings was more popular at the time, but Harry Potter was very popular. So those were two separate fandoms, but the younger audiences within those fandoms melded. They melded. And a lot of them stuck with Harry Potter. Once Lord of the Rings was over, I would say Lord of the Rings would have a bigger following if they had separated the films by a couple of years. As an adult, I'm happy they didn't, but it might have been better for them to do that, but maybe they wouldn't have won the Academy Awards. Either way, you can't change it anyway. So it ended. Harry Potter started. Harry Potter got this big fandom. Now, Doctor Who was always popular in the UK, but it wasn't really popular over here. So I don't think it's a coincidence. The Harry Potter books ended in 2007, but it still had the films. But one aspect of it ended, and that was in 2007, 2009. Doctor Who, I believe it's 2009, Doctor Who hits Netflix in the United States. That fandom starts growing. It's bleed over from Harry Potter. But the movies are still going. And you have Harry Potter ends in 2011. That's right when Doctor Who starts really getting popular in the United States. Why? Because Harry Potter ended. It created a fan vacuum that got filled. A lot of Harry Potter fans migrated over to Doctor Who. Now, there was another aspect of this too. This is where the Game of Thrones came in, right around 2011. So, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter start out concurrently. Lord of the Rings ends. Harry Potter gets a large segment of the fandom. And Harry Potter, now, there's dudes who were not into Harry Potter. So they go to other places. Star Wars doesn't factor into this. Star Wars had Star Wars fans, and it had some kids who got in the prequels. But Star Wars is its own thing. So we're not putting it, we're outside of Star Wars here. I'm just giving you an example of how a fandom, groups of this fandom, large swaths of it will move from thing to thing. So we had Harry Potter end. Game of Thrones starts, and Doctor Who was starting to get popular. People migrate over into Game of Thrones, and Doctor Who, all of a sudden, they start blowing up. That's what got Doctor Who. Doctor Who here in America benefited from Harry Potter ending. And it got a bunch of fans that moved over that wanted, were into fantasy, wanted to, and it's very similar in its aspect to where it's sci-fi more than fantasy, but it is a show for everyone. It's more family oriented, and it's fun, it's thrilling. It wasn't political at the time. I mean, these are things, it's only a decade ago. We wouldn't get stories like this anymore. or we don't get stories like this anymore. And MCU factors into that as well. So the large portions of the male audience went over to Game of Thrones and into the MCU. A large portion of men and women went. Game of Thrones appealed to as many women as it did men. Same with Doctor Who, and I would file Harry Potter under that too. That's more the mass appeal. Then once those ended, MCU started picking up a bunch of fans. Star Wars always had its hardcore fan base, but it stayed Star Wars fans. And I don't think there's tons of cross-pollination right there. The MCU is the king right now. It still is the king, even though it's over with. But you know, there's a fan vacuum for fantasy right now. And what pops up just this Christmas, right after Game of Thrones ends? The Witcher. So you're starting to see The Witcher is going to, if they continue with the quality, mind you, The Witcher is going to be fucking huge. It's going to be fucking huge because it picked up Game of Thrones fans. It's picking up leftover Star Wars fans who are fucking done with Star Wars. Hello. So The Witcher is going to be the next big thing if they maintain their quality. Okay, so I'm saying usually season 2's sophomore seasons are sometimes a letdown, but if they just maintain it, and then you'll see this happen a lot with a TV show that's successful after its first season. It has kind of a sophomore slump, but then the third and fourth season, it really takes off. Maybe they don't have that. Maybe they continue the quality and then it just it goes to the stratosphere. But, and I could be wrong about this, but I have the same feeling about The Witcher as I did early on with Game of Thrones and what I saw with Harry Potter. And I know a lot of people don't like Harry Potter, but it was fucking popular. Okay. I mean, it's, you know, goddamn, it's still popular. And it captured a generation equal to Star Wars. Actually, probably better than Star Wars. Now, I don't know if it'll be as big, but you had an entire generation grow up with Harry Potter. Like some people were in the same grade he was in, and they grew up with it. And credit to J.K. Rowling, not credit to her insane tweets, and I don't agree with her political in any way, shape, or form politically, but she got her books out on time. She cranked out her books every couple of years, and they're long. And they weren't bad. So, and here we are still waiting for George's book. And I'll admit, the Song of Ice and Fire bug has bit me again. I have been listening to a lot of Preston Jacobs lately. A lot. His Prepping for Winter series on his channel is excellent. Some of his theories are a little whack, but like he believes there's no magic actually, and he might be right. In A Song of Ice and Fire, he thinks it's like ancient technology and telekinesis, which it might be. But yeah, I've been checking every day to see if Winds of Winter is going to be done because I think this is the year it gets done. All right, let's see what we got here. Odin sent me something that says Star Wars on it. I don't want to say what particularly it is, but it might be an original cut of the film. So thank you, Odin. We have, where am I? What can I cut this with? Do I have something sharp? Yes. We have a comic. All right. Oh my God. What the hell? What? Oh my God. That is crazy. Let's see. This is oh my God. It is a comic. Holy crap. Wow. That is cool. So, we have Crown of the Empire, Nerdrotic Preview Edition. Survive the terrors of the forbidden red wasteland. Experience the intoxication of the green-skinned devil women of Mars. Oh my God. It's like you're speaking my language. Holy shit, I'm drawn into this comic. Oh my God, I'm going to review this. This will be reviewed. My Lord. That is so fucking cool. Who did this? Where's this from? There's got to be some letter or something. Something. It is from... It says Kablam Indie Planet. So that Kablam is the printer. Who's this written by? Hang on. I say, chaps, don't delay. Get in contact right away. If you contact via any of the following electronic conveyances, there's number. It's Svi Lebetkin. Okay, he's got a channel, by the way. So he's got an avatar that's like it's an alien rabbi. So Svi Lebetkin, and I will put all this stuff up. All the information will be in the description of the website. This is amazing. This is effing amazing. Holy crap. Look at this. Oh my God. I love it. That is so cool. Thank you, Svi. I will give you tons of shout outs for that. All right, we got an Amazon thing here. Oh, cool as hell. Right on. Red Dwarf. Season 1. I said I haven't watched a lot of Red Dwarf, so Gary, a gift for you. I hope you don't already own it. I don't. Enjoy. Merry Christmas. From Jim B. I will be watching Red Dwarf now. Everybody's been telling me to watch it. I've only seen like random episodes, so I've never seen it in order. You guys are perfectly lovely. All right. So, look at, guys, I've got, this is just a handful of what I've got letter-wise. So I'm like so far behind, but we will be reading these. I got a bunch of nice cards. Oh, a Superman card. Look at that. Superman. Oh, somebody sent me $5. It's like, are you sure this wasn't from my grandma? I'm just kidding. That's so funny. That's awesome. Keep up all the great work on the channel. Here's a bit of coin that I couldn't give during super chats. Have great work. R.I.P. And by the way, have a great week. R.I.P. Doctor Who. This is from Tom and Lisa. I'll say Tom and Lisa from Oklahoma. Tom and Lisa, bless you. I'm gonna donate this to the Nerdrotic Junior Fund. Nerdrotic Junior is gonna be in a private school. If you guys don't know, Nerdrotic Junior it's not autistic, it's Asperger's. He's under the spectrum, but he is the greatest thing that's ever happened in my life, period. And one of the nicest. Honestly, I don't know how Mrs. Nerdrotic and I produced such a nice kid, because if you think I'm snarky, I'm only snarky because I talk to Mrs. Nerdrotic every day, who was the queen of snark. By the way, this is the coolest paperclip I've ever seen. How freaking cool is that? It is an Enterprise paperclip. That is so cool. Oh my God. $2 bills? I didn't know they made these anymore. Oh my God. People are sending me cash. This is crazy. Okay. Thank you. Oh, it's Tom. It's Tom again. Oh I hope this finds you doing well and closes a few dollars for the YouTube channel. Thank you for my appreciation. I don't think I've ever said much about my own background, but in a nutshell, I don't know if I should go into this. I gave you his first name. I'm a career newspaper journalist who currently works freelancing in and around a state, the state of Oklahoma, we'll just say. Just a bit older than you, my guess, but I'm 50. I'm 50, by the way. He is a fan of Doctor Who. I don't want to get into too many personal details. Big Tom Baker fan, and likes. He did an interview with Sylvester McCoy and Paul McGann. Oh, that is cool. We need to talk, Tom. I would love to talk to those guys. I would love. Tom, thank you so much. And yeah, let's chat sometime. Oh my God, this paperclip is the shit. That is great. You guys are brilliant. Okay, we're gonna pick one. This is international. This is international. This is from. No, it's not international. Well, I mean, from California. I guess Tennessee is international. Let's see. This is from Tennessee. Let's see. All right. I have to scan them to make sure they're not like filled with personal information. Oh, whoa. I have a thumb drive here. Super secret. Thumb drive. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Gary. I finally got off my butt and put together a flash drive I've been meaning to send you for a while. The star of the show here is an obscure British TV show from a few years back called Utopia, which I figured would be right up your alley. The plot revolves around a group of fans of a legendary underground graphic novel by an artist who's long since disappeared from the public eye, who figure out that it contains a secret message revealing a sinister plot by a shadowy group of conspirators, of which the artist was once one of. For someone who once owned a comic shop, I think you may have mentioned it once or twice, and who co-hosts the Exozone, it seems like the sort of thing you'll be watching. Absolutely. Also, look for the second series edition from Ian McDermott to the cast, who also plays Emperor Palpatine, as you know. I had a little room left on the drive that I threw on a few extra obscure shows you might have missed. Hope you like my choices. Oh, it's Naru Takakan. Thank you, Naru Takakan. And I will check it out. Thank you for the thumb drive. If you want me to return this, let me know, please. Please, I can send it back. That would be no problem. I can download it. I mean, thumb drives aren't cheap. I guess they are, but I mean, I don't want to keep it. Let's see. How's the chat? How you guys doing in the chat? Hi, Andrew Brown and U.S. Dutch Kitty. Paul McGann. Yeah, Paul McGann. I love Paul McGann. Paul McGann. Well, I'm good. I don't want to drop his. I got my Paul McGann. Oh, yeah. Just hot off the presses, that one. Hot off the presses. Okay. Let's see. Let's go over here. What do we got here? We got, oh my God, that is so cool. Oh, a candy cane. I love candy canes. Whoa. Who's this from? Is it from somebody? Oh, it's Nina Fabiano. Nina Fabiano sent me this. This is beautiful. Look at that. How freaking cool is that, Nina? That is going on the wall of wonder, Nina. This will go on the walls of wonder. Well done. That is so freaking cool. Right there. It's my boy. Thank you, Nina Fabiano. The wonderful Nina Fabiano. Thank you very much. Thank you. I love it when you guys send art. It does get hung up. It might not like be here, but somebody drew like a Ghost Rider for me, and it's right over there. The art gets hung up. By the way, no matter where I move, I have a weird thing. When people send me gifts or letters, I keep them. I never get rid of them. I mean, I have mail from when I was in the joint, so I kept every letter I got, and I'll never get rid of them. And I mean, it's in a box somewhere, but when people give me gifts, I don't regift, I don't sell them. I will keep it till the day I die. Hi Gary, love your YouTube commentaries, Bill. Thank you, Bill. And he sent me a press clipping. Oh, Disney disturbs the Force. Look at that. Oh, yeah. I did a video. The Rise of Skywalker looms as a big hit, and everyone loves Baby Yoda, but the Magic Kingdom also faces a disgruntled contingent of Star Wars fans, and a string of fire directors and spin-off have left audiences cold. Wow. What? Oh, here's the ad. This is the actual Wall Street Journal article I did a video on. I'm going to keep this. And there. It's got that. You guys all read that online. And here's the crying stormtrooper. That is, I think I don't know if I've worked harder on a video. The only video I may have worked harder on is who's calling me? The Star Wars review, and that Doctor Who one I just worked on. That one took a long time. Sorry, folks. I usually don't do this. I'm very against looking at my phone during live streams, but okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. What do we got here? This is Airmail. Airmail. Now, the stuff like the Red Dwarf, when you guys send Blu-rays and comics and stuff like that, those all will go on Instagram. So if you ever want to send anything, make sure to enter your Instagram handle so we can post it on Instagram and get you guys the love that you deserve. Or you can just email me. Oh. That is cool. This is, yeah. Oh, it's from Starry Eyed Girl. I'm sorry it took me forever to open this up. Starry Eyed Girl. This is what I get for not going to my freaking P.O. box for a freaking month. I suck. But she sent me a Christmas card. And it's got Jody. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, if you're not in the States, there was a thing called the Doctor Who Experience that was in Cardiff where they filmed Doctor Who. It shut down the year Jodie became the Doctor. We just got news today that a pretty big Doctor Who website shutting down due to lack of interest. Oh, man, this is great. This is great. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, that's written so small, though. I have to get my reading glasses out. Oh, Mary. Oh, it's from Mary. I love Mary. You have such good writing, Mary. Jeez. You should be a letterer for comics. You should. All right, we'll do one more here. You know what? We should probably wrap it up because that was Mrs. Nerdrotic. So we'll do some more. Oh, hang on, guys. Hang on. I'm going to have to run away because I need to show you something very, very cool. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Hang on. Let me get... let's see if we can get the chat going here. Oh, shush, you. No, we're just going to keep that up there. Okay, so hang on just a second. I'm going to put this image up, but I'm not going anywhere. Is that the one? No. Yeah, we'll just put Picard says he failed you. Hang on. This I have to show. I mean, I don't mind standing up, but I'm still in my freaking gym shorts from working out, so I'm not liking my best wear. All right, so this was amazing. Okay. Wow, this is okay. Mr. Gary Beekler. Enclosed is a present. I just wanted to thank you for all the live recorded videos on Nerdrotic. I appreciate your efforts. You make good sense from both a logical and fan perspective. The shows are clever and enjoyable. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. The enclosed piece is a Doctor Who, the Fourth Doctor. I met Tom several times and know his autograph well. This one comes from Autograph World. I hope this is a memory. This memory of a time when the show was both entertaining and fun will be a positive one for you. I have been creating this style of art since the early 2000s. My art is called Matted Autograph Presentation, and it's freaking amazing, by the way. I combine authentic autographs with pictures and memorabilia from movies, TV shows, and noted events. Oftentimes, walking the pictures through the main scenes of the show. I am maniacal about my authenticity and collect in person and through a network of developed and trusted sources. All the art with the provenance that I have. Sorry, an example of my eyes are so bad. I'm not wearing my reading glasses right now. An example of some of my past work is here, and I got to check it out. And God, it sucks. I'm supposed to be at freaking Gallifrey Run right now, and he's going to be down there, but I can't. I couldn't make it. So thank you, Thomas. We'll say Thomas, and he sent me this. This is so brilliant. Autograph Tom Baker. Sorry for the glare there, but there you go. How dope is that? And that is going on the walls of wonder as well. So I wanted to show you guys that. Thank you, Thomas, so much. All right. Chat. What are you guys up to? How's the producer hunt going? I am collecting emails. I need to talk to a couple people. I need to talk to Cracklin. And we're going to get something going. This has to happen. As far as the producer gig, it's a side gig, so you don't have to quit your day job or anything like that. And it'll probably be, what you'll probably be working on is just the live streams on my channel. So you don't have to worry about any time I'm guesting on somebody else's channel or anything. We're going to specifically work on the live streams on my channel. And it's all about just gathering guests, topics, and just to relieve some of those duties from me, because that's the, man, it takes a lot of time. And that's something somebody else can do. I just got to find somebody I can trust. But I would highly recommend, if you were interested in getting into YouTubing as a hobby or something like that, this is a good way. I can help you get your channel, get traction. I can teach you what I know. And, yeah. And we'll put you in contact. I work with the Geeks and Gamers crew. I'm part of their chat, and if I ever need anything, I don't usually ask them for help, but if I need help, I usually ask them, and they help me out. And like anybody at that crew would help me out at the drop of a hat, and I would do the same for them. And yeah, so that hopefully that's going very good. So thank you. Isn't that cool, US Dutch Kitty? That was so cool. So cool. All right, I'm going to go eat some lasagna, and I'm going to watch some Lock and Key. That's date night tonight is just Mrs. Nerdrotic and I sitting in our very comfortable bed. I bought, by the way, my first brand new bed of my entire life recently. I've always like had used mattresses. I always I'm cheap when it comes to furniture and stuff. I can't like buy new furniture. Now we bought new mattresses and stuff, but I've never like bought my own bed. I've always bought like a used bed frame and stuff, but we bought our own bed and it's great. So we're going to chill in that, watch a little Lock and Key, and then I'm going to work on my video for tomorrow. So there's a video coming out tomorrow. So by the time you see this live stream, it'll be out already. And it's basically going over the last 2 weeks. Hollywood's had from Amber Heard to Birds of Prey, to Doctor Who, to the Oscars, to Dana Schwartz, to Sonic, to people trying to dethrone Sonic for stupid. I mean, just going over all the bullshit that's been going on. And again, we'll end it with this. There are subgroups out there, and that's fine. Like, if you want to create a group of fans that you want to talk to and hang out with on YouTube, that's great. That's awesome. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's a way to socialize without leaving your house. I mean, a lot of us, are working all the time. We can't go out all the time. And it's really a great way to hang out with your friends. But if you're creating these groups and saying they're a better option of fandom, I mean, it's pro tip, leave that out. Just say we're another option or come and hang out with us. But if you come out going, well, we're better fans from them, although we're not saying we are, but we are. We're better fans than them, and we know better. And those other guys are just grifters, but all of our channels are monetized. And, like all that bullshit. I mean, please stop. People gather where they want to gather. They gather where they believe they are getting the truth. Plus, they like hanging out with the people in the chat. I mean, it's not just about me on this channel. It's about Father Christopher Miller hanging out with US Dutch Kitty, hanging out with Cracklin and Darkstar. These are good people. Andrew Brown, Demonic Bioman. He says demonic, but he's not really demonic. I'm sorry to blow your cover there, bud, but you're not demonic. You're kind of angelic. But we'll keep your name, man. I want to keep you hard. No, you guys are awesome. So, and I love that you talk to each other and hang out. That's the best part about this. So, yeah. Listen, people are going to criticize the Fandom Menace. I'm not too sure what there is to criticize anymore. Star Wars is done. It's over with. And what we're left with is Clone Wars and Mandalorian. I've got no beef with any of that stuff. Really. I mean, it doesn't really interest me. Clone Wars doesn't interest me at all. I mean, it's a cartoon. People are into it, and that's great. I want you to enjoy it. I'm not even going to watch it. I'm done with Star Wars. I'm freaking done with Star Wars. Screw Star Wars. I'll talk about, like, if Kathleen Kennedy gets fired or something big comes up, but otherwise, no. But the journalist Benny June said it best. The Fandom Menace saved Star Wars from itself. No truer words have been spoken. And you were part of that. So, cheers. Cheers. All you got to say is cheers. Right now, complaining about the Fandom Menace is complaining about a game that ended. The Fandom Menace is going to move on to other things or not. We'll find out. Maybe the hashtag changes. I don't know. I think the name will probably stick, but we'll have to see. I'm guessing Black Widow will be fine. I'm guessing Eternals is going to be woke as hell, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So thank you again, everybody. And look for this to go. You can watch it on Patreon. It's going to go public tomorrow. So I will catch you guys later. Thank you all for joining me again. And have a good evening. Everybody, don't forget Doctor Who, 12:30 p.m. Pacific time with Bulls Trek, Starry-Eyed Girl, and who knows, maybe some other guests. And of course, the Inquisition will be on Doomcock's channel at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. And again, look for a video that's coming out tomorrow. And I hope you all have a very good weekend. And yeah, I don't know who's live streaming right now. I didn't check. I guess I can check real quick so I can recommend a live stream. Flash 2 and Echo Base Network are both live streaming, so go check them out. Take care, everybody.